Yeah, welcome to the DOJO, baby, man. Have no fear. TyKwonDoe is here, man. Listen, I'm back and I'm better, as you can see. Looking about standard to my handsome self. Voice sounding a little raspy still, but your boy is improving. And had to start the year off with a banger, man. Had to start it with something that came from Patreon. Let me read the DM to y'all so y'all know what the topic of the day is. So a guy DM me on Patreon, right? He says, "What's good, bro? Sometimes I feel myself struggling to understand game and knowing what to do when it's time. Also, I've read The Art of Seduction, but I feel that I still struggle. My viewpoint of the world is low-key fucked just because of dealing with past things, but I'm not sure how to change it." So when I read that DM, right? When I read that DM, I sat there and to myself, and I had to read it for a second because I knew that this would apply to a lot of different people. I knew that reading this DM and this person was saying something that, like, all this effort they're doing to learn and all this reading and it's fighting against whatever happened to them in the past, whether it was rejections, heartbreaks, trauma. Who knows? Like, people's past experiences can be very extensive, right? With that being said, I thought it would be better to address this in a full video and not just one on Patreon, but one on actually on YouTube, because I'm like, I don't always have to make an hour and a half, 2-hour video. It could just be 15 minutes, 20 minutes of just pure game, pure talking. So with that being said, the way I would address this, like, young gentleman, this young ninja, is I would say to him, like, in anything in life, and another thing I'm gonna talk about is something that helps me grow as a person and not just improve my game or just, improve at all levels of life. So let's start with this. As I sit there and read his message, the first thing that screams out to me is pushing and testing your comfort zone. I don't know what the title of this video would be, because I usually come up with my titles after I record the video. But with that being said, the first thing that came to my mind is pushing and testing your comfort zone. Because imagine this. Let's say you're not new to the channel, let's say you are. You'll see in all the reactions when we see guys approach women, say things to women. You'll see me talk to women about different casual things. You'll see all these things, right, on the internet. And you'll watch how someone does it. And they execute it in such a natural way of, I've made it a way that when you watch it, you go, yo, he's so good at this. Even whether it be sports, whether it be, what we watch on YouTube, the confidence someone has as they approach women, the confidence someone has in public speaking, the confidence somebody got to shoot the game-winning shot. These things come with experience, right? The point I'm about to make about your comfort zone is that you're not improving. Hold on, y'all. A little bit of congestion right there. You're not improving because you haven't pushed your comfort zone. So not only are you not even getting experience, which would improve you, even if it's an L, right? You're not even, like, allowing yourself to get to that point. Like, you're like, for example, right? The message I gave back to the guy is I said to him, I said, by gaining new experiences and proving your trauma wrong, you have to test your comfort zone. What I meant by that is that if you have these mental thoughts to yourself, oh no, don't approach her, she's gonna curve you. Don't say that, that's corny. Don't do that, that's you have all these don'ts and telling yourself what not to do. Our brain doesn't even work like that, my nigga. I seen a video on, I think it was TikTok. He said, tell your brain doesn't work in negatives, bro. You tell your brain not to think about an elephant. What is it going to think about? An elephant. So you have to tell your brain what to do. Focus on, what impact or improvement you want. Now relate that to you getting women and you know, you improving and you having a mediocre mindset, whatever the case may be. Because like I said, this channel is always about more than women. It's about life. A woman could watch this channel and sit here and say, you know what, that motivated me, and I ain't even come here for game on women. I came here for life. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, as we sit here and talk about stuff like, you know, getting women and approaching women, a lot of y'all struggle with this simply because you don't do these things. It's that simple. So this mainly happens on Twitch, I swear to God. We'll be on Twitch, right? And then we'll get what seems like the dumbest question ever. But it's not the fact that it's a dumb question. It's the fact that the person asking it is just that disconnected from reality. Simply, let's have it be approaching a woman. There are people on the internet that call that shit cold approach. Bro, I need to take a sip of water out this one, my boy. Where I'm from, it's not a cold approach, man. Like, bro, we was doing this in the mall when we was like 13. So if you sit here and ask me why I don't have a problem talking to women or approaching women or getting women and making a big deal, because it's not a big deal to me. Why? Because I have pushed my comfort zone so far back that I am comfortable doing certain things that will make somebody else panic. It's that simple. I hope all the dots connected, because sometimes I can talk and you'll be like, well, what's the point? That was the point right there. Public speaking. Somebody might hear that they got to give a speech and they go, what am I gonna? I'll get right up. It's just, why? Because it's in my comfort zone. So there are things that are outside of my comfort zone that if asked to do them, if put in the situation, it might obviously trigger a little bit of anxiety. But then that's why I told you in the beginning, where I will give you a practice that I have, which helps me improve constantly, and which helps me, you know, push my comfort zone. I'm gonna give you the exact example. So listen, anytime I feel myself have any little bit of hesitation, I attack. I don't even allow myself to hesitate, bro. I don't need, like, listen, it's a habit I have because, it's a habit I have because the moment you feel that I'm not going to do it, or that the moment you feel that I ain't going, like, you already just stopped yourself, bro. So you have to attack that every time you feel it. That's just the habit I got in doing. For example, I'm gonna give you a specific example. Let's say I'm outside, right? And it's a girl I want to approach, a girl I want to bag, a Dooney demon who I want to send into Dooney land in the back of the Dooney van, straight to the gulag. Side quest season, double XP weekend. Y'all know how that go. So let's say I see one of those in public, and I even feel a hint of, what if now at that point I'm gonna approach her, not because I even want her, but because I will never let myself have fear stop me from doing anything. So at that point, it ain't even about approaching a girl no more. It's about not allowing myself to choose fear. Do y'all see the point to it? How at you have to always choose growth. You have to always choose challenging yourself, because as a species we evolve from competition, no matter where it comes from. Now, yes, competition can even come from yourself, and that's the best place that it can come from, for real, because the only person that is out here, you know, who put any amount of work in is you. You're the only one who knows your true integrity. You're the only one that can judge yourself authentically, because you are around yourself 24/7. A lot of y'all live in your own bodies and y'all have no amount of control, no amount of self-awareness, no amount of nothing. You just spend 24 hours in your flesh doing God knows what. Like, bro, get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when it comes to approaching girls, saying what you want to say, you know, let's say public speaking, or, going for new goals in life, starting going to the gym, going consistently. And we sit here and we talk about these things. Like, bro, how do you stay motivated to do this? How do you do this? How do you do that? It's like, bro, when you really know how simple it is to control yourself, you don't ask these kind of questions. Think about it. Cause if I wanted to upload this video, right? Now let's say I've been depressed multiple times. I know that sort of tired fatigueness, that laziness. I've had a mediocre mindset before. I've also had past things in my life which made me hold myself back as to not try to be like, and I've explained this in past videos, but not to get too much in detail now, but I've been there in multiple areas where I've been holding myself back. So now that I've come to a new conclusion in my life where I'm like aggressively attacking my goals, consistently working towards things I want, I realize it's as simple as cutting bread. The only person who it was hard for was up here. That's the only person who made it hard. So you thinking about approaching that girl, you thinking about putting that plan together and executing that thing, I'm telling you, the only person who's making it hard is you. Because you could literally put somebody else in that position. And, the first thing we always say is overthinking. I know how I feel about that. Little voice crack right there. Y'all know how I feel about that. Overthinking is not the issue. It's the inaction. It's the fact that you're not doing anything that's the problem. Thinking is not the problem. I think you're supposed to think. You have a brain. If you weren't meant to think, you'd probably be a rock or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're meant to think. You're meant to use your brain. We're a smart species, at least we claim to be. You know what I'm saying? So use what the fuck you have or lose it. But on the opposite end of that, on somebody who thinks and effectively puts plans together, who does not let fear stop them, but allows their courage to drive them, watch how much you get done in life, and watch how easy it becomes for you. For example, I could sit here and every day I'll write these goals on my dry erase board. It helps me keep organized on the things I want to attack for the day, right? I didn't always used to do that. A part of me used to feel like that was like something weird. It felt like abnormal to me to write my goals down and then go for them in that manner. But now the fact that I just do it without even thinking about it. It's got to the point where I can't even not do it. What else in life can be looked at like this? Approaching women. I swear to God. Where my flirting has become so automatic. It is my personality. That's the simplest way to put it. Like, flirting is my personality. So as I sit here and broke all them flirting videos down, and I tell y'all, flirting is not what you say. And then I sit there and say, I could call my mom beautiful, I could call my girlfriend beautiful. It's going to be a huge difference in the two, even with the same words. So obviously not the word that makes it flirting. I'm pretty sure that when I said that, a lot of people's idea of flirting was like, because you might have been looking for a pickup line. You might have been looking for what to say. I'm telling you, bro, if it was a magical thing of what to say, everybody would know that shit. Meanwhile, I give you the advice, which is universal. I tell you, make her comfortable. Have fun, lay back, and take the slow route with it, right? Let's say she's coming over your curb or something you want to escalate. Y'all know I got all these videos out here. There's a bunch of different specific content on Patreon. But as I say these videos, the answers I give to y'all aren't say this or do this based answers unless we're looking at a specific situation. And the reason that is because all women are different. All circumstances are different. I might give you some advice. The girl might literally already like you so much you ain't even gotta listen to nothing I just said. Or vice versa. There might be a guy listening to the video who is at the square one, the bare minimum. He has to not only crack the ice with her, she has to get to know him, he has to get to know her, he has to make her comfortable around him. Like, it's just so many different stages to it. that the best thing you can do is show up. Just always make sure you're not the one who's holding yourself back. Because anything goes wrong, the most thing you can say from it, I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? If something go wrong, you take that L, you approach that girl, you get curved, but whatever the case, maybe you look at it and say, I learned from it. But if you sit there and think all day, dang, I should have approached that girl, dang, I regret it, or dang, I let my past trauma and experiences hold me back in life, dang. But you'll never get that time back. And at the end of the day, the way I look at it is, I be like, sometimes this is how you gotta dissociate, bro. Like, this is how you really gotta dissociate sometimes. You could literally tell yourself there's a version of you out there that didn't make an excuse, and then you just do it. You sometimes you literally have to imagine it, bro. And I can consider that faking it till you make it. Let's say there's a version of yourself that you have to fake become in the moment just to even snap out of your thinking. Because that's all it takes most of the time. You just have to challenge your thoughts, challenge your normal way of thinking. Give that third opinion almost in your own head, bro. No bullshit. It just sound crazy but it works. So I say you bitching about doing something, you just say, man, stop bitching. Whole time you the one that's scared, but you talk to yourself like you the one that's trying to tell yourself not to be scared. Now you just took over, bro. This is the amount of mental, reflection and mental control that comes with fighting yourself and trying to take control of yourself in a day-to-day basis when you want to get shit done. So, like I said, this all started from that Patreon DM, and I thought that was a major topic to attack, because I know it's a lot of people out there that have things holding them back, and it's all mental. You're the only one who cares. The world don't care, my nigga. Go stand at the corner of the street and sit there and say, my life is holding me back, and watch all these cars keep driving, all these people keep jogging, the fucking a bee gonna swing by your face, somebody gonna be walking their dog, the motherfucking light gonna turn green, the light gonna turn red, the sun gonna go down, the sun gonna come up. Like, it's just, nobody cares except you, bro. What are you waiting for, bro? Life ain't stopped. What the fuck you stop for? You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna be making more content like this to where it's just direct videos and actual talking and to the point. It don't always gotta be a reaction. Don't always gotta be an hour-long video. So DOJO to the moon to Saturn, and we live in a solar system. The limits don't even know we exist, baby.